Okay, you're looking at a guy since the age of 22 years of old, 22, I've been dealing with high blood pressure. I used to manage it with exercise and diet, but it got progressively worse over the years. By the time I was 30, my job sent me home from work because they were so concerned about me, under stress, high cholesterol, and my blood pressure was out of control. It sent me home until I got it under control. I went to my doctor, got on the medication this time again. I think they started me out with like 3 pills that progressively grew over the years. Making a long story short, by the time I was 37 years old, I had a heart attack. My blood pressure was 280 over 260. Had a heart attack, got to the hospital. They put me on about 3 or 4 more other blood pressure pills. Since then, I've been in the hospital numerous of times. I've done everything through research to try to find a product that can actually lower my blood pressure naturally. Not only lower it, but actually would cure what was causing it in the first place. I researched, I spent literally thousands of dollars. And it wasn't until one day I was sitting at my computer and I was deleting all my emails that I had looked at and was checking things out, that I looked into my spam folder, which I never do without just deleting them all, and I ran across an email from Dane.org, and it said the heart disease cure. I was like, wow, that's something I've never seen before. Mind you, I've seen some of everything. I've taken some of everything to help my blood pressure. I got this email and I immediately began to do the research. I looked at all the Synergy videos, the Como Cardio Institute. I looked at ProArgi, looked at the things they can do. I got on the phone, I called Dane. Dane sent me the product. When I finally took the product at home, the first day I took it, it wasn't 35 minutes that I actually felt like a totally different person. I could not believe it. It actually frightened me, as a matter of fact. I told my business partner, my former business partner, I said, would you believe I'm feeling like a new person? I could not believe that I was feeling that great. I checked my blood pressure that evening, and my blood pressure was like 135 over 96. My blood pressure got like that, but only with like 7 blood pressure pills a day plus a heart pill 3 times a day. Some of the blood pressure pills, like clonidine, I took 0.3 milligrams in the morning, 0.3 milligrams at night. So actually some days I took 11 blood pressure pills just to get my blood pressure at a 130 over 90 level. But here it is 130 over 90, and I had not taken any blood pressure pills that evening. I was amazed. The next day I checked my blood pressure when I woke up that morning. I took the ProArgi that night. My blood pressure was like 128 over 92. And I kept looking, I kept checking my blood pressure. I'm like, wow, this is unbelievable. The next day, my blood pressure was so low, I decided I'm going to break my blood pressure pills in half. Well, within 3 days of the ProArgi-9 product, my blood pressure was at a point that the blood pressure pills got it at. It was lower than what the blood pressure pills did, so I decided I'm not going to take this stuff, the blood pressure medicine, at all. And I stopped cold turkey my blood pressure pills. I've been taking ProArgi-9 ever since for 2.5 months. My blood pressure now is at like a 119 over 77, which is unheard of for me over the last 10 years. It is unheard of. I'd walk around any given day with a blood pressure 180 over 140, 180 over 146, 170 over 130, any given day. But right now, today, if you check my blood pressure, it's going to be in the 120 range over 81, 82, 120 over 70 something. It's unbelievable. ProArgi-9 has literally changed my life. When I was on the medication, I literally thought that I was going to die. I prepared to die. I started giving away things. I told my wife. I made processes for every bill and everything that I did at home. I even made videos for my kids for every stage of their life, just in case their dad wasn't going to be there for them. I actually gave up. I said, well, if this is what it's going to be for me, then so be it. But the ProArgi product, now, today, I'm able to go back cycling. I'm back at the gym. I'm running again. I'm doing things that I was doing in my 20s. I literally feel 20 years younger. I can't even explain. I literally feel 20 years younger, and it's the ProArgi. 2 scoops in the morning, 2 scoops at night. Now I take the Core Greens. I just drink ProArgi-9 throughout the day. I feel amazing. I have not had I had a little problem about the second week. That was because the plaque was being released from my body. But after the week of not feeling well, I begin to feel brand new again. And since then, I have not had not one chest pain, not one anxiety attack. I sleep at night. I was afraid to go to sleep at night because I thought I was going to die in my sleep or have a stroke. My wife literally would sit up with me at night to watch me sleep in case I stopped breathing. I would wake up in a panic mode because my heart rate was dropped, trying to catch my air. This went on for months and months and months. Now today, I sleep at night. I get excellent rest, no anxiety attacks, no depression, no depression, no thoughts, crazy thoughts of suicide, which some of the medication was doing, no agitation. I'm rested. I'm able to help my kids with homework now, play ball with my kids, go to the park, again, jog, exercise, work out, do all of that stuff. Pro RG9, and I would say it has literally changed my life. It's giving me my life back. I've literally purchased everything imaginable on the market to lower my blood pressure naturally so. I didn't even think it was something out there that can actually cure the problem that caused high blood pressure in the first place. My doctor says you will be on blood pressure pills and the heart pill the rest of your life. When he said that, I said, okay. I went to my doctor a few weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago, every 2 weeks. He says, man, I'm so glad we finally found the right combination of blood pressure pills to get your blood pressure under control. And I'm like, okay, yes, we have. He has taken me off of 4 of my blood pressure pills already. He doesn't even know I'm not taking it. I'm not going to tell him until I take my blood work, but I know my body is getting everything it needs. I just feel great. I feel like I did when I was 20 years old. I'm back out. I want to go out back playing tennis. I'm at the beach. I'm running around with my sons playing basketball. I even called Dane the day a couple of days after I started taking the Pro RG9. I said, listen to this, man. I'm running up and down my stairs. I wasn't able to do that before without going up to the top of my stairs, walking very slow, getting up there, having to stop for about 2 or 3 minutes because my heart is fluttering, doing this crazy thing. And I'm like, man, what's going on? Calling my wife, said, baby, you got to come help me down. My wife had to help me up and down stairs. I couldn't even get up some days to get my own. I couldn't get up some days to get my own glass of water. My kids had got water for their dad. My wife got water. She brought my food to me because I wasn't able to do anything until I started Pro RG9. I said to my friend, I said, it is amazing that something that tastes so great has done all of that for me in my life. It is unbelievable. Today, I am blood pressure pill free. My blood pressure, again, is arresting like 119 over 70 something, 70 plus. My resting heart rate is at 77. Before my heart, I had anxiety attacks out of nowhere. My heart would just start racing, and I would quickly check my blood pressure. My blood pressure would be like 150 over 140, my heart rate at 120. I don't have any of that. No chest pains, no night sweats, no sleepless nights anymore. Not afraid to go to sleep. I eat healthy now. I do what I need to do. I'm getting the right amount of rest. Pro RG9 is the answer for anybody that has any kind of illness that you don't know what to do with. Pro RG9, I'm telling you, is the product. And that's straight from my heart. Straight from my heart. It has literally changed my life.
When I was very young, I was very concerned with this industry, network marketing. In fact, I was anti-network marketing because of an experience my father had had. But then I got ill while doing some service work. I thought I had the life by the tail. I was interviewing Zig Ziglar and Warren Bennis and Peter Senge and Tom Peters, to name a few. And I really didn't want to do anything else. But when you have a life-changing alteration with your own health, you want to share that with the world. I used to look at network marketing as a pyramid scheme with, rich, fancy cars and houses and broken marriages and drugs and everything else. I really did. That was the vision I had. And then as I went through 18 of those companies, I realized there's a lot of wonderful, wonderful people involved. More importantly, that the business model of network marketing is perfect, run by imperfect people like myself. When I started Synergy, there was only 27 companies that hit $100 million in annual revenue, and only 22 of them were still in business. So I studied those 22's comp plans. And you had your basic unilevel, you had your breakaways, and then you had your binary. And really, there was only 2 successful binaries at that time. What I love about them is you can build your teams and it's very cooperative and not competitive. What I hated was that you had to be balanced. We need to be on the cutting edge. And so we're the first ever that I know of to date that created the first ever dual linear in 1999. We have people that made $5 million in Synergy and $6 million, and we've got tons of people in our $1 million club. But I believe our biggest money earners not even joined our company yet because of the power of this plan. I think you're going to find these guys come off the streets and realize, wow, 100% matching bonus on everybody I personally sponsor. Not separated generationally like all the other companies that copied my plan.
Everybody, yeah.
But with the true nature of, I love you, I want to be your business partner, and I want to match your income dollar for dollar. Therefore, I'm going to be here for you, not 7 levels deep and then break away for life. The greatest leaders in this industry can come in and finally get off the treadmill. In fact, that's one of our weaknesses. It really is. If you look at it, and I'm not going to mention names,
Right.
but there are leaders in this company that got on the treadmill and they worked their butt off. And I've always said the brilliance of network marketing is we teach people to work today so that in a few years that they can back off and have that residual. Well, guess what? Synergy is the only company I know of that really does that. I made the commitment that we're not going to be second rate. We will not be second rate. In fact, I'll give you a perfect example, and I won't say the company. One company had a board meeting. We had a product very similar to theirs, and they held a board meeting and said, why is Synergy starting to take our market share in that product? And it was because they went in and diluted the ingredient. They went in and cut back. And what we did is we took the handcuffs off. And we said we want it at the most potent level, most efficacious level we can have. And so we took the handcuffs off. And granted, it was an expensive product. Our cost of goods on that product was so expensive, I didn't know how we were staying in business. Because what our cost of goods was to what we sold at wholesale was just outlandishly expensive. But we got the results, and we've never, ever wavered from that. And then when Nature Sunshine came in 2001, obviously, November 1st of 2000, obviously they'd just been ranked the #1 manufacturing institution worldwide in nutraceutical health. And so when you look at that, and you come and take a tour, which hundreds and hundreds of people do every month, they walk out of there and they are so refreshed and they are so excited because there's people walking around in their moon suits and their beanies and their hair nats. And I can't even go in the product label room, which drives me crazy, as you guys know, because it's quarantined and we test over 601 different ways on each raw material and ingredient. We reject 3 to 5%. We sell them down the road. I mean, it's remarkable. But there's a reason for that. My dad, as you know, had quadruple open heart surgery. And if I'm going to take someone I love as much as my dad, which is, my mom and dad are my everything.
Right.
My grandparents are my everything. I'm not going to let them put something in their body at all that I think could have any negative effect. There's nobody, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll stand before God, angels, witnesses, the President of the United States. There is nobody that manufactures with quality of Nature Sunshine.
I got one question on testing. Is it true that we test 1 part per trillion? And is that like, just to get my head around this, that's like 1 drop per 20 Olympic-sized swimming pool?
That's 100% correct.
I mean, that's
1 part per trillion.
I can't even.
We used to be 1 part per billion. Think
Wow.
about that. And that's how much their technology and things have advanced. According to all the statistics out there, if you have a 7 to 8% hold rate a year later on an individual taking your product, you're doing average. We did a study on ProArginine. 51% of our people that took it in 2010, January, in January of 2011, when we came back and evaluated, 51% of those people are still taking the ProArginine.
That's unheard of. Do you understand?
It's
the average
unheard of. It's
the average is
incredible.
13%.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, talk about.
Some people think 7 to 8% is great. So when you're at 51%, it tells you what your product's doing, not to mention the High Desert Institute of Cardiac Health study, not to mention what Dr. Berger's done over in Germany, not to mention what the docs in Ireland are doing. I mean, it's remarkable.
It is.
Why are they coming to us? We've never solicited or paid for any of this.
Right.
They've come to us because they want to know. And I feel, completely blessed that it's even happening. It's remarkable. The vision's huge. It's not just about wellness. Every company out there talks about health and wealth. Good products, get rich. That has zero impact on me. What has impact on me is the wisdom that we get by being better people. That's what gets me. Because if all of a sudden you have an army of good people full of wisdom, you can change the world, and I don't care what anybody says. Nobody.
I totally agree.
It's funny when you talk about leave a legacy. There was at Covey, we had a 7 Habits profile, and we interviewed billionaires, and we interviewed poverty-stricken people, leaders in villages and so forth. And I remember Stephen always talked about, is it okay to be rich? Is it okay? Because there's wealthy and then there's rich. Wealthy people get by and they support their family and they do great things. Rich people can do whatever they want. And I always like that because in Synergy, when I talk to people that say, Dan, I just want to make $500 a month and get my product for free. I say, don't shortchange yourself. How are you going to help the other people that can't afford the product?
Exactly.
How are you going to go out there and expand on that and share that and give back? I want to make billions of dollars because if I make billions of dollars, I'm going to do a lot of good. Now, we all know that money can create either more evil or more good.
Right.
It's going to be more good for me. And the more money I've made in my life, the more good I've been able to do. And so I can't stand when people say, I don't need to be rich. Baloney. We all need to be rich. And Stephen Covey said the richer we are in mind, body, and spirit and financially, the more we can give to the world that needs us. Because we're a blessed people. We live in America. We have the rights of our freedoms. And a lot of people don't. And the more we can earn, the more we can develop, the more we can give, the more better we can become. And leave our legacy in a much broader circle of influence. If you're looking at Synergy Worldwide or you're looking at any other company out there, I can tell you why we're different. It's obvious. Everybody has the 5 converging factors, at least some do. Company, timing, product, right time, all that. But not many of them have the true cause of leaving a legacy, of the wisdom, of the environment of becoming a better person. And I believe Synergy gives that better than anything because, we're dealing with a marketplace where 50% of the people need some form of cardiovascular help. Right. Now, we don't make any health claims, and we don't need to. What we do is we enhance human life with a 120-day money-back guarantee, mind you.
I love it.
And so when you've got half the world out there that need a product for cardiovascular purposes, and you have a January 1st, 2010 to January 1st, 2011 absolute documented report that 51% of our people were still on the product, which is 40% higher than the averages that I've been taught and told over all the years of consulting.
Wow.
Why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Why would you want to not be a part of a company that teaches you how to leave a legacy, that has a compensation plan that's so unique, that creates unbelievable equity amongst anyone that's willing to work? Is this business easy? No, it's never been easy. I tell people, if you're getting in this to get rich, you go home. But if you're getting in this, pin your ears back, go to work for the next 24 to 36 months of your life to brand a product that people need, not want, in a compensation plan that allows you to match the income of the people you love, cherish, and adore the most in the world, then you have a home in Synergy Worldwide. What you need to look for as a new person, if you're looking at this company, is simple. Do your homework. Publicly held, debt-free, #1 manufacturing institution out there. Compensation plan that's unique and revolutionary. The only one that stayed true to the 100% matching bonus, not generationally split with 7 other people, but to you, because you went out and sponsored that individual. And so if that inspires you, then become part of what we are, which is cause-driven for cardiovascular health, save millions of lives, and most importantly, leave your legacy.
So Dan, where do we go from here with all this information?
Take action. I mean, it's that simple.
And what does that look like? What is that?
You have to take action. You know what's the saddest thing I've learned in my studies in network marketing? Do you know what? Seriously.
No one takes action.
They go home. Their spouse says, "Where have you been?" I've been in a network marketing meeting. She throws the book. They fight.
Yep.
The first product shipment comes UPS 3-day select. She picks it up, puts it in the pantry, shuts the door. They never discuss it again. And we wonder why we have such a high attrition rate. So what do? I'll tell you what you do. You don't go home and start pounding your chest. You motivate, train, and inspire people for 72 hours, period. You bring a new person into this business. You come and join Synergy Worldwide. Your upline needs to motivate, train, and inspire you for 72 hours. In 14 days, they need to help you find 2 new people to get results to start this taproot effect. In 90 days, they're going to help you get income. I don't know a spouse in the world when you show income that gets angry. I don't know one. I've never met them, and I never want to meet them. Folks, you have to take action. Synergy Worldwide is giving you the opportunity to live, love, learn, and leave your legacy, your personal legacy, how you're going to be remembered for generations and generations and decades to come. You have a 40-year track record with Nature's Sunshine, debt-free, publicly traded. You have a 14-year track record with Synergy Worldwide, the company you're about to join. That is called stability, yet we haven't even started in the United States of America till today. We have nobody in Florida, nobody in California, Texas. I mean, seriously, are you kidding me? I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I want to go to Texas. Give me a reason to go to Texas every week. Folks, the opportunity's never been better to leave that legacy, to take action, to set your goals. Make them simple. Make them simple. What's the first step? You have to take that first step. But I'm telling you right now, I've researched it, I've studied it. The reason the attrition rate's so high is we don't communicate well, and we go running home excited about a new venture, and someone we love and care about shoots that dream from under us. For 72 hours, motivate, train, and inspire your people. 14 days, help them achieve 2 new people in their organization. That's results. In 90 days, we're getting a $300 income. If we do that, there's a 95% chance they're going to stay with you for life. But here's the difference. In Synergy Worldwide, even if we don't get them a $300 income, Pro-arginine is going to keep them in. According to our stats, according to our research, it has such a profound influence on human life that we're finding such an unbelievable stick rate because these people's lives have been absolutely blessed and prospered through this product. So when you can add all that together and take action, set your goals, be proactive, have a journey, prioritize your life. What matters most to you? What do you want to get out of this company? What do you want to get out of this life? Think in positive circles of people you want to hang out with and socialize with. And then literally, no pun intended, but synergize with people of all different races, kindreds, and tongues, and find the success like these two gentlemen and Paul's partner Rudy have experienced. Folks, I don't want you to think I'm crazy. I'm just so dadgum excited to share with you why I know we can change your paradigm like mine was changed, going from a hater of this industry to a lover of this industry, and why today is the day for you to get involved with a company that can set you on a route and such a prosperous journey for your family, financially, but more importantly for your health. If you have all the money in the world and poor health, you have nothing. But if you have both, you can bless the world. And we invite you to come join Synergy Worldwide. If this video hasn't convinced you, come fly into Salt Lake City. We'll pick you up. We'll take you on a tour of the best manufacturing facility in the world. We'll have you meet with every executive in our company. We'll have you meet with the customer service agents who know they work for you because you're the CEO of your own business. They serve you, and they know that or they don't work for me. So guys, give Synergy a heartfelt look and really analyze it, look at it, and come join our team. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.